basically how you can mute and unmute yourself.
Okay, just twist it.
Yeah. So all the way up is
On.
normal, and all the way to the left is mute.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pepsi Stadium. I'm your host, Benjamin Kramer. Tonight's matchup features the Flying Fleet of Erskine taking on the home side, North Greenville Crusaders. This is definitely a game between two very different teams. Currently in the standings, North Greenville has 26 points, putting them in third place in Conference Carolinas. They have an 8-1 and 2 conference record. Take a look at Erskine. They are currently 0-10 in the conference, giving them 0 points in the standings. So definitely a David and Goliath type matchup here this afternoon. This is the last conference game for North Greenville, and a win would put them in second place behind UNC Pembroke. However, a loss tonight would not affect them in the rankings. They would remain in third place. For Erskine, this is definitely your last chance to sort of get on the scoreboard in terms of standings. It is also their last conference game of the season. Let's go ahead and take in a couple of keys to victory. First, for North Greenville, expect a lot of high pressure and expect them to force a lot of turnovers in their opponent's defensive third. North Greenville offensively is usually at their best when they force those turnovers because their defense can lead to offense very quickly. For Erskine, it's going to be all about breaking the press. Can they invite pressure from North Greenville, but at the same time counter it and break the press? A couple players to look out for here this afternoon. First, for Erskine, it's going to be number 6, Reagan Gibbs. She is a freshman on the Flying Fleet side, and she has accounted for half of the team's goals this year with 3 on the season. So definitely look for her to be the offensive force for the Flying Fleet. For North Greenville, it's definitely going to come from number 9, Faith Nadler. She leads North Greenville's total goal scorers with 7 on the season. She is going to be helped by number 21 and number 17. That's Megan Beal and Kayla Cruz. They both have 4 assists on the season. And like we mentioned earlier, North Greenville coming into this game with an 8-1-2 conference record. Very impressive, especially when at home. Home games, they are 6-1-1. We'll see if they can continue their hot streak here this afternoon. We are just about underway, as it looks like the Flying Fleet are going to start things off. That's number 6, Reagan Gibbs, there in the middle. And things are finally underway here at Pepsi Stadium. And North Greenville taking over possession in their back third. Let's see if they can create something here. And Flying Fleet certainly have to be careful in this game because there's a lot of speed on the outside for the Crusaders. Erskine can't get caught moving too high up the pitch. They're going to want to stay back and stay compact defensively. Erskine giving up 3 goals a game, but scoring just about 0.5 a game. So definitely a tall order for the Flying Fleet here, but here's a little bit of offensive movement for the Flying Fleet. Do they have something going down the baseline? And looks like we're gonna have our first foul of the game. It goes against the Flying Fleet. And North Greenville will have a free kick here. This is Kayla Cruz on the left side, moving it up, trying to look for Romy Contreras. Contreras can't get the ball, but the Crusaders maintain possession. And North Greenville continuing to show patience early in this game. See some offensive movement. North Greenville has a little bit of space. It's their first time in the attacking third. Let's see if they can put something together. This is Cruz. Cruz takes advantage of the space on the left side, looking back for a teammate. And it's back to the center backs. That's number 23, Sarah Hazelwood. Hazelwood looks to go up over the top. No one home for the Crusaders. The goalkeeper tonight for the Flying Fleet is number 22, Abby McElveen. And there you see McElveen with some early action coming out and making a great stop with her feet. This is Nadler. Nadler over the top. And the Fleet try to clear it away. Nadler still offering up pressure, and McElveen looks like she put a hand to it, and that's going to be a corner kick. And quickly running over towards the corner is Kayla Cruz. We'll see what Cruz elects to do on this first corner kick. And the ball is jostled in the middle. Can anyone get a foot to it? It's back with Cruz. She's defended by Tyson. And it's McElveen again coming to the rescue. A lot of early work here for McElveen, but doing well so far. This is Gardner. Tyson with a nice through ball over the middle, but nothing doing. It is shut down by Alyssa Mendez. Good defense there from Mendez, and the Crusaders will take back over. An errant pass there. And the Flying Fleet take over. Here's Gibbs. Gibbs with a shot off the post. And how about this? The first shot coming from the Flying Fleet, and it is almost a goal. It was a great effort there from Reagan Gibbs. The goalkeeper for the Crusaders tonight is 00 Lizzie Luzy, excuse me. The throw-in is going to be awarded to Molly Kerr. Kerr with a throw-in that's taken away quickly by the Crusaders. That's Shelby Shepard with the defense. Towards the top of your screen, that's Mendez looking for a little bit of space on that sideline. Nothing doing. It's going to be a throw-in for the Fleet. And so far, so good for Erskine. This is definitely the start that they had hoped for. They've avoided a catastrophe here early in the first 5 minutes of the game, but still a lot of work left to be done if they want to get their first win of the season. And Contreras saves it from going out of bounds and kicks it off the heel of Molly Kerr, and it's a throw-in award to the Crusaders. This is Naylor. Naylor gets it to Contreras. Contreras, the speedster on the team, and Naylor couldn't handle the pass. And it's back with Kayla Cruz, and she'll safely get it back to the center backs. And an errant pass there. The Fleet take back over. That's good awareness from Brianna Rafa as she comes up with the steal. This is Gardner. Gardner, nobody home. And the Crusaders look a little bit out of sorts here early in this game. Unable to put together a couple of passes, and right now Erskine is doing everything they need to do to stay in this game. This is a throw-in for Julia Sesta. And again, it's back safely with the defensive four. And they're just going to clear that one away wisely. And North Greenville again rushing a little bit too much, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. Romy Contreras couldn't handle it, and you got to think eventually North Greenville's going to have to slow things down just a little bit and maybe just focus on possession. This is Megan Beal now in space, but cleared away by number 5, Alexa Barros. And Barrios with a nice clearance there. Here's Contreras with space. She gets it back to, it looks like that's Natalie Johnson. This is Ansley Robinson towards the top of your screen. She gets it out to the left winger. And again, nothing doing for the Crusaders. And a great physical play there by the Flying Fleet. They have space now. It's with Rafa. She has Gibbs in the middle. Gibbs with the ball now. Can she create something? And no, good defense there from the back four of the Crusaders, staying together and staying strong. And here's Naylor. Naylor kept it from going out of bounds, and no, it is going to be a whistle. And it looked like just for a second They were going to let play continue. Meredith was playing defense there, and she sort of fell asleep and is lucky that the ref said it was out of bounds. Here's Nadler again. Nadler in control, looking for a foul as she falls to the ground, but nothing doing. That's good defense there from Jane Ashley Meredith. And so far, after 10 minutes, both teams with one shot, neither one of them on target. Not a whole lot in it here early at Pepsi Stadium. This is Robinson. Robinson looking up for Beal. Beal with a nice ball over the top, and it's whiffed by number 3, Julia Sesta, but Sesta does a good job of recovering there and just getting it out of bounds. And this is a throw in a dangerous position. But again, ball still being contested. Nadler comes up with it. She crosses it in, but blocked. Great defense there from Molly Kerr. And this time it's Grace Attaway with a good defensive play and clearing it outside of their own third. And it looks like we're going to get another foul, and I think they're going to peg that on Reagan Gibbs. A little too physical on that, but that's what you like to see. And Reagan Gibbs, again, a freshman on the team from North Augusta, South Carolina. She has 3 goals on the season, which leads all Flying Fleet players. Romy Contreras with a shot now, and it finds the back of the net. From deep outside of the 18-yard box, Romy Contreras decides why not, fires it home, and Abby McElveen got her hands to it, couldn't grab it cleanly, but a great move here by Contreras. And McElveen just couldn't grab it. And unfortunately for the Flying Fleet, it is 1-0 Crusaders. And up until that point, you felt like the back four of the Flying Fleet was playing pretty well, and they were playing together and compact, but you have to say Abby McElveen just made a mistake, unfortunately, and 1-0 Crusaders. This is going to be a throw-in taken by Molly Kerr. Kerr also a freshman on this Flying Fleet side. Erskine started 4 freshmen today, so if there's one bright spot to their 0-12 overall record, it's that they do have a very young and up-and-coming team. 13 total freshmen on this 30-team roster, and again, 4 of them starting. This is Shelby Shepard. Shepard gets it out to the wing, and over the top long ball, Naylor on the end of it, doing a good job of settling it down. Unfortunately, it's better defense from Jane Ashley Meredith as she forces the turnover. For Romy Contreras, that is her 6th goal on the season. She is 2nd in total goals scored for the Crusaders, behind Faith Nadler, who has 7. Here is Megan Beal. Beal finds Contreras again. And Contreras trying to back down, nothing doing. It's taken away, and then Kayla Cruz now is going to safely get it back to the defenders. Here's Angie Robinson. And that is a nice ball over the top with space. And across in the middle, almost finds the back of the net. It was crossed in by Shelby Shepard. Faith Nadler made good contact with it, just couldn't quite get it down. But again, Abby McElveen, risky coming out of goal like that. But this time she is fortunate enough that the Crusaders were not able to take advantage. Here's Gardner. Gardner getting it now in space to Gibbs, and Gibbs loses possession. And a tough tackle there from Alyssa Mendez, and a little too tough. It's going to be a free kick in somewhat of a dangerous area for Erskine. Brianna Rafa did well to back down Alyssa Mendez and draw the foul there. We'll see if Erskine can create something here. It's crossed in. And good defense there from the Crusaders as they clear it away. It's now with Megan Beal. Beal has it in space. She has Faith Nadler in front of her, and Kayla Cruz to the left. Cruz now in possession as she'll hold up just a little bit as she waits for reinforcements. And Romy Contreras couldn't come up with it, but the Crusaders do maintain possession. And it is safely in the hands of Abby McElveen. Back two of Sarah Hazelwood and Angie Robinson doing well so far early in this game defensively for the Crusaders. Not much space for the forwards of the Flying Fleet to operate. And we're going to have another free kick. This time it's the Crusaders taking it. That foul was against number 21, Jane Ashley Meredith. And this ball is crossed in. Is anyone on the end of it? No. It looked like Faith Nadler fell to the ground, was looking for a foul, nothing doing. And it will be a throw-in. This is taken by Cruz. It's Cruz to Contreras. And Contreras loses focus for just a little bit, and possession back with Erskine. Cruz. And the ball boy getting a lot of work in early in this game, as that ball is once again thrown in by Kayla Cruz. Nadler with a bad pass, and Erskine out in space. Reagan Gibbs couldn't quite get to it in time, but it was a dangerous situation where Gibbs could have had the ball in transition. Instead, North Greenville continued to patiently possess the ball, but again, another mistake, and Alexa Barrios takes full advantage, and it is going to be a foul against the Crusaders. So again, sloppy play again from the Crusaders as they continue to time and time again lose possession, and you have to ask questions about their focus. It's seeming to drift at times during this first 20 minutes. This ball is whipped in. Good defense there from the Crusaders. They take back over. This is Kayla Cruz with space. They've been working that left side, bottom of your screen, an awful lot early in the game. It's whipped in, but once again, good defense from Alyssa Mendez as the back four for North Greenville continue to allow the midfielders to push forward because they have just been so strong defensively. And North Greenville can definitely take chances when they have a defense like this. And here we go, pressure from Contreras. She can't force the turnover, and Erskine again breaking the press. Unfortunately, this time it is offsides. Brianna Rafa just a little bit too far ahead of that last defender, and that's the first offsides of the game. This is Beal. Beal's pass goes backwards to Robinson. And space here at the top of your screen. And a good job from Erskine to close that down quickly. It could have been dangerous, but they made quick work of that attack, and they cleared it away as they continue to play well defensively. The one goal certainly wasn't the back four's fault for Erskine. Here's Contreras. Contreras is bumped. No foul called. It's Shelby Shepard who whips one in. Faith Nadler with space. She shoots, and this time it is saved. Good hands there from McElveen. And this ball is taken away by Contreras. Here's that pressure from North Greenville that we talked about earlier. And all that Molly Kerr can do is just kick it out of bounds. Here's Kayla Cruz setting things up as she gets it to Nadler, but Nadler can't find possession. She loses it out of bounds, and again, sloppy play from North Greenville continues. This ball is won by the Flying Fleet. It's Alexa Barrios, as her through ball is a little bit too far, and Gracie Richmond was unable to get there. And again, the Flying Fleet with possession here. Can they control it? And right now, it's the back four of North Greenville, just too much for this Erskine side. They have an opportunity here, the shot! Excellent save there by Lucy. Lizzie Luzzy with a great save as Crusaders will take back over. But dangerous moment there. That's the first time that we've seen North Greenville's back four a little bit questionable. Here's Mendez in possession. She lets the ball roll out of bounds as she will have a throw-in. That last shot came from number 23, Brittany Gardner. It's not going to go down as a save. They're going to say it hit the left post. We also have our first substitutions of the game. It looks like North Greenville is going to take out Kayla Cruz, and they're going to put in number 6, Cameron Pagliaro. As we saw, a lot of possession that North Greenville had was at the feet of Kayla Cruz. For Erskine, it looks like they're taking out Brianna Rafa, and they're going to put in Anika Shearer. We'll see if these substitutions change the flow of the game at all. 20 minutes remain in the half. And Romy Contreras takes back over. She has a nice through ball to Faith Nadler. Can Nadler keep possession? No, she is knocked off the ball. It's good defense there from Grace Attaway to shut down Faith Nadler. And North Greenville is winning the game 1-0. However, you feel like Erskine is playing like the more physical team at the moment. And here's a turnover. This is number 24, Anika Shearer. She was just subbed into the game. However, she was unable to create anything with that opportunity. This is Gardner. Gardner gets the ball to Shearer. It's with Gibbs. And Erskine has looked like a different team here in the last 5 minutes. They've had a couple of opportunities. One ball hit the post. Here's Pagliaro. And good defense there again from Meredith. That's Jane Ashley Meredith.
Boys, let's go.
And that is going to be Erskine possession. So throw-in is going to be taken by Julia Sesta. And here's the pressure from the Crusaders. They do break it. It's Gibbs. Gibbs again in possession. The ball over the top. Can Shearer get there in time? She cannot. It will be North Greenville possession. And this ball is now looking a little bit dangerous. It's Romy Contreras. Can she add to her goal total? She passes. And unfortunately, North Greenville loses possession. Good awareness there by McElveen to come out and snag that ball. No funny business from the defensive side of Erskine. This is Robinson taking the space offered to her. Hazelwood. It's Pagliaro. And great defense from Molly Kerr, sliding in there, shutting it down. But Pagliaro will have a throw in. Natalie Johnson's pass goes to Robinson. Robinson gets it out towards that right side. And that cross is immediately cleared away. Here comes the counter from Erskine. Do they have enough people forward? They don't. Robinson did a great job of shutting that down early. And it's back with Pagliaro. And the ref says play on as Pagliaro and Kelsey Tyson fall to the ground. Here's a dangerous ball. Contreras gets it to Nadler. Nadler is offsides. And it was a good idea from Contreras. Nadler just a step or two ahead. As Erskine will now get awarded the throw-in. North Greenville, like we said, coming into this game on an absolute hot streak. They haven't lost since September 25th, and that game was at UNC Pembroke, the team that currently sits in first place in Conference Carolinas. Hazelwood now gets it to Robinson. This ball is moved up but cleared away again by Erskine. And it just seems like every single time North Greenville moves the ball just a little bit forward, Erskine is there to clear it away. There's been a couple more substitutions for North Greenville. Faith Nadler has been taken out of the game, and they have substituted number 8, Abby Meyer, into the game. Also, Alyssa Mendez coming out for number 20, Molly Platt, who checks into the game. So Platt and Meyer looking to shake things up for this Crusader side. Here's a through ball to Contreras. Contreras, another pass. This time, I don't believe that Abby Meyer was quite ready for it. Erskine now in space. It's with Gibbs towards the top of your screen. She's challenged by Robinson. Gibbs makes a move. Can she get a shot off? She does get a shot off, and it is not quite enough on it. But a great individual effort there from Reagan Gibbs. This ball down the left side. Contreras is open there in the middle. Ball just a little bit behind her. Pagliaro couldn't quite put it on the mark. Contreras gets it back again. Her through ball. Is anyone on the end of it? It looked like that was Molly Platt on the end of it, I do believe. I couldn't quite see her number. But it was good action, good pass there from Contreras. Contreras just couldn't quite put it on. That last shot was taken by Mackenzie Neff, number 13, so she is also checked into the game. So it looks like our stat keeper made a correction. It was not Mackenzie Neff. It was actually Eleni Sprinkle. And Eleni Sprinkle was the one who had the shot just go over the crossbar. It was the 5th shot from the Crusaders. The Flying Fleet have 4 total shots, so certainly still a very close game in that category. Just 10 minutes remain in this first half, as Erskine has done a fairly good job of staying in it. They've had a couple of dangerous opportunities, a couple of balls off the post, and this game could just as easily be 1-1. It is back with Sarah Hazelwood. Hazelwood in possession. She gets it back to Ansley Robinson. And that duo has been very effective defensively today. This is Victoria Valentine. She looks like she had a foul against her, and this is once again a dangerous free kick, possibly for the Flying Fleet. It's going to be taken by Molly Kerr. And Kerr with a cross into the middle. And the ref saying nothing doing. The Fleet looked like they were calling for a handball. And here's a through ball from Contreras. Romy Contreras to Eleni Sprinkle. Sprinkle couldn't quite get there. It's cleared away by Grace Attaway. And Attaway has had a very nice game early on defensively. This ball's in the middle, and a great job by the keeper. That's Abby McElveen coming out quickly and foiling any attack from the Crusaders. And this is going to be a free kick for the Crusaders as they look to double their lead here late in the first half. It's going to be taken by Sarah Hazelwood. She plays it safely to her right. And this ball looks dangerous, and that's because it is an offsides. And that is, I believe, the 3rd offsides we've had against North Greenville. And this one's going to be cleared away by McElveen. But there's the pressure from North Greenville that we talked about before the start of this game. That was something that they were definitely going to do. And here it pays off. They have a turnover. Sprinkle in possession. It's Pagliaro now. Contreras. Now it's towards the top of the screen. It's crossed in. Is anyone on the end of it? taken out of the air. I believe that's Megan Beal with the shot. It is once again saved by McElveen. And Abby McElveen, that is her third save of the game. However, she has made several key plays. Besides saving the ball, she's done a very good job coming out of goal and timing the crosses and picking them off. And we said earlier, this is the last conference game of North Greenville's season. They do have one more home game this Friday against Shaw University. However, Shaw is not in the conference. Here's Pagliaro. Pagliaro with the shot. It is blocked by Grace Attaway. And once again, Grace Attaway, a defensive wall for this Erskine side. Going to be a corner kick for the Crusaders. It's taken, whipped in, anyone on the end of it. McElveen punches it away. We have a stoppage in the game as the official is going to have a word with one of the Crusaders. Couple more substitutions late in this half for North Greenville. They take out Natalie Johnson and they're going to put in number 26, Abigail Schultz. Also, Megan Beal coming out of the game for Sarah Addock, number 29. So look for Addock late in this game to create a little bit of offense and maybe double that lead. For the Flying Fleet, they've taken out Kelsey Tyson and they've put in number 14, Vivian Gonzalez. Also checking in for the Fleet, number 7, Becky Matthews. She comes in for the game for number 5, Alexa Barrios. So both coaches making a couple of tactical changes late in this half, trying to get some fresh legs out there and maybe steal a goal and some momentum as we approach halftime. And Pagliaro chases it all the way back down in her defensive third. And it's going to be Luzzy now, the keeper. Try to work up that right side. The ball just goes out of bounds. Vivian Gonzalez was in the area and by herself, but the ball just sailed into touch, and it's gonna be Sprinkle with the throw-in. And Vivian Gonzalez, a senior on this team. Look for her and her leadership out there to sort of weather the storm of this Crusader side. Both teams with 4 fouls. And again, North Greenville looking dangerous, but the ball just rolling into the hands of McElveen. Another substitution for North Greenville. Looks like Carmen Pagliaro is going to come out of the game, and Vanessa Dorado, number 18, checks into the game here as we are under the 2-minute mark. Still just the one goal in it. And this is going to be a foul against the Fleet. It will be a free kick for the Crusaders as there are just about 90 seconds left. Will they try and push up for one more goal-scoring opportunity or just settle and go into the half with a one-goal lead? They go big over the top. Sprinkle in the middle. Robinson.
1 minute remaining.
And that ball just into touch. It will be a Fleet throw-in. Just 40 seconds remain. And if you're Erskine, you got to be happy with the way that your team's performed in this first half. Yes, they are losing by one goal, but they've done a good job of weathering the press from North Greenville, and they haven't had too many turnovers in their defensive third. They've had a couple opportunities, a couple of balls have hit the post for the Fleet. So they're certainly still in this game. If you're North Greenville, things certainly have to tighten up. And here there's another opportunity, Contreras. And just as time was running out in the first half, a long ball all the way over the top, right to the feet of Contreras. Contreras couldn't quite get it down. That'll take us to the half. Be sure to stick around for the second half and the keys to the second half. We will take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Little Rebel Family Restaurant. Rental Industrial. Greenville Family Dentistry. Alejandro's Mexican Grill. Dixon. Mariana Church Baptist Church. Hot Toys. Good Crook. Justify.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Tiffany Friel in Landrum today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Tiffany Friel in the Foothills area today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pepsi Stadium here on the campus of North Greenville University as we are just about set to get the second half underway. The Crusaders lead the Flying Fleet 1-0. Temperature is starting to dip just a little bit here in Tigerville. It is currently 59 degrees, so a little bit chilly down there on the bench for some of the players. We'll go ahead and take a look at the first half stats of the game. The Crusaders with 8 total shots compared to just 4 from the Flying Fleet. 3 of them on target for the Crusaders, and none of them on target for the Flying Fleet. Both teams with 5 fouls, so I wouldn't say it's a chippy game, but still a little bit physical. And the Flying Fleet with 2 saves, and the Crusaders with no saves, but the couple of shots that the Flying Fleet have had have hit the post, so they have looked dangerous at times. They've done a good job of breaking the press that North Greenville has offered, but still haven't found the back of the net. As we have a throw-in, this is Alyssa Mendez now. And Mendez with a nice pass. Shelby Shepard in space. Now it's Romy Contreras, and Contreras puts it just wide left. But great action early from the Crusaders. Best action we've seen from the Crusaders, and that includes the goal that they've scored in the first half. That's the first time that I felt that their attacking side has looked dangerous. It was good passing, and here's Megan Beal again. Excuse me, that's Shepard, Shelby Shepard. As we have a foul go against Erskine. And this free kick is going to be taken by Megan Beal. She has 4 assists on the year. Leads all Crusaders in assists. Will she find another one here? It's crossed in. And it looked like Shelby Shepard headed it just away. And a nice move here. It's Nadler. Nadler can't get there. So North Greenville starting this half looking very dangerous and very inspired. As the Crusaders try and work that left side, unfortunately the ball just rolling a little bit too far out of bounds. And a little bit of space here for the Flying Fleet. Can they save it from going out of bounds? Not quite. Not enough pace from Brianna Rafa. Rafa just unable to get there. If she could have gotten there, could have been an opportunity for Erskine. And we have another whistle from an official. We'll see what the call is. It looks like there's a foul against the Fleet, and Crusaders will have another free kick. It's going to be taken by Sarah Hazelwood. Defensive pressure from Reagan Gibbs, who stands in front. Hazelwood's long ball is met by a Crusader and driven out of bounds. Throw in to Molly Kerr. And Kerr once again with a throw in. It is back to Ansley Robinson, who had a very nice first half defensively. Kept things organized for the Crusaders, and she has a nice pass over the top here. Nadler just couldn't get a nice enough touch to it. And that ball driven out of bounds. And this ball's crossed in. It looks dangerous. Can the Fleet clear it away? They can't. It's back with the Crusaders. Ball over the top. Nobody home. And we may just be 5 minutes into the second half, but already I'm getting the sense that North Greenville is playing with much more urgency and a little bit more motivation than they did in that first half. As in this first 5 minutes, they've certainly dominated possession and total shots. Still just the one goal in it. It came from Romy Contreras, and it was unassisted. Throw in for Greenville. It's Robinson. She has space. She takes what's offered to her. And it's a give and go, but Robinson can't get to it. And instead it's going to be Rafa in space. Does she have a connection to make? Erskine trying to put something together, but quickly you see that back four of the Crusaders getting back and getting tight. It was a great recovery by North Greenville. Here's Contreras trying to box off the defenders, and Robinson once again. It's Natalie Johnson. Johnson to Nadler. Nadler can't get a touch to it, and it will be the Fleet's ball, and a through ball here. There's space. Does Lizzie come out? She does not. It's going to be Gibbs. Gibbs in a one-on-one situation, and it is great defense there from the Crusaders. I believe that's Natalie Johnson getting back in defense and forcing the turnover. And again, good recovery from North Greenville, but they can't continue to play like that. It's very dangerous. Here's Megan Beal's ball. Can Contreras run it down? She does have pace, but Grace Attaway did well to box off Contreras. Hazelwood over the top. Nadler can't run it down. It goes into touch, and it will be a throw-in for Molly Kerr. Nadler, she's in possession. It looks dangerous, but good defense to cut it off and clear it away. I believe that was Grace Attaway coming in and getting physical. And a deep shot. Ambitious effort, but it is saved by McElveen. Big kick from McElveen all the way into the Crusaders' own third. Nadler. In the middle now, this is Shepard. Shepard gets it out to the right side. That's Mendez. Mendez couldn't get a good enough touch to it. Looked dangerous for a moment, and it looked like Emma Shearer also had a stab at it, but her shot also blocked. Good possession here from North Greenville, playing very patient, much more patient than they did in that first half. And Robinson's ball over the top ends up finding Shelby Shepard, who gets it right back to Robinson. And cleared away by Erskine. Erskine seems a little bit too eager to clear the ball at times when I feel like they have an opportunity to move forward. And this is Gibbs. Gibbs with a very nice pass. There's space. Gardner with a shot. Excellent save by Luzzy. And Brittany Gardner almost found the back of the net. Throw in for North Greenville is Contreras, cleared away by Jane Ashley Meredith, and the Fleet again in space. Can they create something? They cannot. Excellent heads up play from Mendez. Saw that last shot from Erskine come in from Brittany Gardner. It was Lizzie's first save of the game. And she was in great position there to make that play. Good composure, didn't get ahead of herself and just let the ball come to her. And Gardner just didn't quite get enough pace on it. Still a good opportunity for Erskine. Once again, Attaway, lockdown defense. This is another countering opportunity for Erskine. They do have a little bit of space. This is Rafa. Nice pass. Gibbs, can she make a turn? And she is forced back by North Greenville, and a give and go, and Gardner couldn't quite handle it. It's back with Gardner. Her pass is blocked. Good pressure here from Brianna, and it is going to be a foul. Brianna Rafa, a little bit too physical on that play, but that's a type of play you like to see if you're Robin Smith. Robin Smith, the head coach of this Erskine side. And Rafa with good effort there, just a little too physical. This is a through ball, stopped by the Fleet. They hurry back the other way, and again, could have been another foul there, but nothing called. Here's Shearer. Shearer with a nice pass to Contreras. Contreras has to take it back out. And Good defense there just to clear it away again. That's Julia Sesta. Sesta just wisely kicking it into touch. And that gives Mendez a chance to attempt a long throw. She takes it short. And that ball kicked out of bounds by Gibbs. And it was good pressure from, looked like it was Ansley Robinson. Substitution for North Greenville. They're going to take out number 21, Kayla Cruz, and into the game for the second time tonight is number 20, Molly Platt. So a little bit of a change on the defensive side for North Greenville. See if they can continue to maintain this clean sheet. "15 minutes off the clock in the second half. Still just the one goal in it. And for North Greenville, this is certainly the result that you had hoped for, but I don't think this is how that they hoped that they would get it. The one goal they scored was a clear mistake from Abby McElveen, and I think North Greenville expected to have more opportunities in this game, but credit Erskine's back four with playing together, playing tight, kept this to a one-goal game, and we'll see if the strikers for Erskine can maybe put something together here in the final 30 minutes. And if this result stays true, North Greenville will have an extra 3 points, and that would put them in second place, 1 point ahead of Mount Olive. Now, Mount Olive later this week is going to play at UNC Pembroke. That's a 1-versus-2 game, so if Mount Olive loses and North Greenville wins, North Greenville will finish second in the table, which is a very impressive year for Andy Robinson and the Crusaders. And a slide tackle there looked a little bit reckless, and it is. The ref stops play, and rightfully so. It'll be a free kick for North Greenville. 11 total shots for the Crusaders compared to just 5 for the Flying Fleet. This ball is whipped in, high, lobbing into the air. Contreras has a foot to it. She gets it back out to a teammate. That's Alyssa Mendez. Mendez with a nice through ball to Emma Shearer. Shearer crosses it in. There's plenty of Crusaders in the middle, but again, back four of the Fleet staying strong. Did a great ball here, but better defense from the Crusaders. It looked like Sarah Hazelwood was back there and the only defender left. Here's Nadler. Nadler crosses one in. It's cut off by a defender. And the Crusaders are forced to reset. Good move there. Robinson coming way out of her third, playing very high. And Ansley Robinson leaving her fellow center back alone on an island. This ball's taken away. Megan Beal gets it out. Shot. It's scored. Unbelievable 1-2 touch from Beal and Shepard. Beal with a toe tap to Shelby Shepard, who just rips it top left corner. Excellent, excellent effort. And it's actually Shepard with the pass, Beal with the shot. Beal, wow, have yourself a game. Off the crossbar, there's nothing McElveen can do. Unbelievable. That's the second goal we've seen from outside the 18-yard box. Fantastic. And that play was all made by the hustle and effort of Shelby Shepard to come in and pick that pass off. She gave a nice little pass to Megan Beal, and Beal, the right foot, does the rest. Excellent composure and excellent technique. As North Greenville now is going to make a couple of substitutions. Shelby Shepard coming out of the game, and Victoria Valentine, number 22, checking in. Alyssa Mendez, 27, is coming out. And into the game is Eleni Sprinkle, number 2. And Eleni Sprinkle, this is her second time in the game, and quickly the Crusaders taking advantage of this momentum. Is there another goal-scoring opportunity? No, not quite. Victoria Valentine just loses possession in that final third. Valentine, a great pass, it's Contreras. Can she take her time? Yes! And the Crusaders are starting to wake up and pour it on as Contreras doubles her goal total, her second of the game. Take a look at the intricate passing here. 1-2, great timing, not offside. Contreras held her line very well, and McElveen doesn't even give a courtesy dive. Nothing she can do there. Excellent placement and patience by Romy Contreras, her second goal of the game. 3-0 Crusaders. And Erskine needs to sort of regroup a little bit, see if they can't catch one back here. Through ball from Brittany Gardner is just out of reach of Vivian Gonzalez. And Lizzie Luzzy comes up with a catch there. And Luzzy directing traffic. Another whistle. This one's going to go against the Crusaders. And a quick back-to-back goals from North Greenville put this game almost out of reach. It's 3-0. That just shows you how quickly North Greenville can strike. They're a very dangerous side. And this is going to be a throw-in. Molly Kerr. Here's Emma Shearer trying to make a spin move. Too much defense from the Fleet. This is Brianna Rafa. Rafa with a nice pass. Gets all the way to Gardner. Gardner feigns a shot, but does shoot it this time, and just wide right. Good effort, but very ambitious to say the least. And this is a Crusader side that now certainly is not in a hurry. They can just play patiently and sort of salt this game away. Long ball. Contreras has it. There's numbers. Total mismatch. And McElveen wisely coming out of goal and foiling the attack. Another substitution for North Greenville. They're going to take out Faith Nadler and number 13, Mackenzie Neff, checking into the game for the second time today. And Mackenzie Neff, senior forward on this Crusaders side from Salem, Virginia. She has plenty of experience to offer this Crusader side, especially coming off the bench. Molly Kerr to take this free kick. She has Julian Sesta to the right of her. She elects to go deep and nothing doing. It's Gardner passing back. And here's where North Greenville can be dangerous if they can get the ball here and counterattack. And yes, they do. Emma Shearer to Contreras. Contreras not quite. Great defense there from Julia Sesta. And North Greenville taking their time with this throw in. No need to rush as there's just 21 minutes left. This is a great defensive side for North Greenville. As good as they are on offense and scoring, they are just as good defensively. They give up just 1 goal per game, which is a very good average. And in conference, they are 5-0 at home and 6-1-1 overall at home. So Pepsi Stadium certainly a difficult place for teams to come and visit. Erskine with a substitution. It looks like Brittany Gardner is coming out, and into the game comes Haley Bryan. Bryan checking in for the first time. Here's Shearer. This is Megan Beal. She scored 1 goal already today. Another substitution for North Greenville. Emma Shearer actually out of the game, and into the game is Sarah Addock. So North Greenville certainly now has the opportunity to give their starters a rest as they have a game in just a couple of days here. This Friday, they will take on the Shaw University Bears. That will be the final regular season game for the Crusaders before they start the postseason in Conference Carolinas tournament. This ball way big, over the top. Mackenzie Neff couldn't quite get there, and it will be a goal kick. Couple more substitutions. It looks like Abby Meyer is going to check in for Romy Contreras, as well as Cameron Pagliaro. So Pagliaro and Abby Meyer into the game. Romy Contreras and Megan Beal coming out. Here's a free kick. This is Mackenzie Neff. She whips one in. It looks dangerous, but it is handled cleanly by McElveen. pressure just continuing to mount from this Crusader side. As they have just about dominated the possession in this half. Space in the middle. They do have options. And here's Victoria Valentine now in possession. Valentine, good step over move. It's now in the middle. This is Natalie Johnson. Johnson gets it back to Robinson. Robinson coming from way back in her defensive third to take a shot. And Natalie Robinson, Ansley Robinson, has done that a couple of times tonight, where she has come from the defensive third all the way up into the midfield and even the attacking third. But you can certainly do stuff like that when you're able to get back as well as she does. We're going to get another throw in. This is Pagliaro. Pagliaro is going to leave it for Sprinkle, I believe, and Sprinkle jogs over to pick that one up. Another substitution, Natalie Johnson coming out of the game, and into the game comes Abigail Schultz, number 26. .15 minutes left. Robinson clears it away, and who will control it here? It's going to be Mackenzie Neff. North Greenville doesn't look content. They keep searching for more opportunities. The cross from Valentine is unsuccessful, no one home. And again, right now the depth of this Crusader side is starting to show as they are just running around all over the place. And there's just not much the Flying Fleet can do at this point, as they just seem like a very tired and exhausted side. There's a steal coming the other way, a through ball. Great defense from Julia Sesta. Sesta all the way up. It's Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets it over to Tyson. Tyson and Gonzalez. And Gonzalez ends up on the ground. No whistle from the official. Play continues. Pagliaro. Her through ball unsuccessful. It's back with Robinson. And a little bit of a reckless challenge, maybe out of frustration. And a card is going to come out. It's against number 4, Haley Bryan. Another freshman on this very young Flying Fleet side. A little bit of a lazy challenge, but definitely a yellow card. That is the 11th foul of the game for Erskine compared to just 5 for North Greenville. This ball over the top, a little too far. And what happened there? McElveen looked like it had the first touch to it. It might have bounced off her chest. It lands right on the feet of a Crusader forward. I couldn't even tell who it was. Take another look here, but McElveen takes it off the chest. And it looks like maybe Sarah Addock got a foot to it. We'll see what it goes down. In the stat sheet, it could have been either an own goal or maybe Sarah Addock. I felt like number 29 could have been on the end of it, but very unfortunate situation there for Erskine as they now trail 4-0 in this game. If it wasn't over already, it sure does feel like it now. And it is going to go down as an own goal. Sarah Addock certainly was involved in the play, but I believe it might have hit off another defender as North Greenville continues to pressure this side. It's cleared away. But again, North Greenville still in possession as they have just been relentless here in this second half. And a lot of that has to do with, I think, with the depth chart, because it seems like whoever North Greenville plugs in can certainly play, because a lot of people have gotten minutes on this side for this Crusader team, and a lot of people have provided a spark. And this is an errant pass that finds its way into touch. It'll be Flying Fleet ball. This one is just about over. Just under 11 minutes remaining. And for Flying Fleet, their season certainly isn't over. They do still have 3 games remaining on their schedule, all of them non-conference, and all of them certainly winnable games. They play October 30th against Francis Marion, and then November 1st against Allen University, and then they close out the season against Bob Jones University. So all 3 of those games winnable, and all of them home games for Erskine. So although they might be 0-11 in conference play, they still have a chance to build momentum as they close out this year. And once again, as we mentioned earlier, 13 freshmen on this side, and almost all of them have gotten significant playing time this season. So definitely a lot to look forward to in the future as they continue to rebuild their program. That last foul going against North Greenville is number 29, Sarah Addock, the guilty party. Pagliaro gets it all the way up the pitch. It's Miranda Morehouse. Morehouse has a pass over the top. Morehouse gets possession once again, but it is quickly stopped by Julia Sesta. Miranda Morehouse, a 5'5" freshman on this Crusader time. This is the first time she's gotten in today. And the throw-in is going to come from Sprinkle. It's a deep one into the box. Pagliaro looks like she tripped over the ball. It gets out to Valentine. Valentine safely gives it back. Valentine again. Looking to create something. It's still up for grabs. Space for the shot. And just over the crossbar. And North Greenville just about had a 5th goal. Dangerous looking shot. In North Greenville with another substitution, Sarah Adda coming out of the game, and into the game is Carter Roan. So plenty of substitutions being made for North Greenville as they sort of delve into their depth chart late in this game. The Flying Fleet, Lauren Mullen checks into the game. That's number 8, coming in for Vivian Gonzalez. This is going to be a goal kick for Erskine. Another substitution for the Fleet. It's Molly Kerr coming out, and back into the game is Reagan Gibbs. And we have another whistle. This one going against the Fleet. Once again, it will be a North Greenville free kick. In a very, very dangerous position. Eleni Sprinkle. Eleni Sprinkle standing over the ball. The foul was against number 28, Gracie Rickman. Sprinkle. Will she go for glory or cross it in? She has options. She shoots. Almost found the back of the net. It is a very convincing save. That last save was made by Maddie Fisher. She is now checked into the game as goalkeeper for the Flying Fleet. So good save there from Fisher. As Valentine looks for space, going over the top, Sprinkle almost got there in time, but not quite. whistle, and that's going to be against the Crusaders this time as they pick up their 7th foul of the game. As just judging by the amount of sweatshirts I'm seeing on the sidelines, I'm assuming things are getting very cold down there on the pitch, but I wouldn't know. I'm still in the commentating booth. This is Valentine in possession. She gets it over to Pagliaro. Pagliaro has a little bit of space to operate, working the right side. Passing to number 1, Carter Roan. And Roan has her possession kicked out of bounds. It's Valentine taking one touch. Whipped in again. There's numbers and clearly offsides. It was a good idea though, just wasn't quite executed. North Greenville a little bit too eager on that last play. And just 2 minutes left before this one is over. Erskine with space. The shot on target, but scooped up by Lizzie Luzzy. And kicked out of bounds by Pagliaro. Erskine might get one more chance to get on the board. This is Brianna Ralph. And Rafa with the throw in. "17 total shots for North Greenville, 8 of them on goal. And just 8 total shots for Erskine. So a dominating performance here tonight for North Greenville, but it took them a half to sort of get their head straight, but they came out in this second half firing on all cylinders, scoring 3 goals and extending their lead to 4. And your player of the game, number 7, Romy Contreras, a pair of goals, 1 in each half. One of them coming from outside the 18-yard box. It was a beautiful right to left curve. It found the back of the net. And another one coming from inside the 18-yard box. It was a missile top right where there was little time for reaction. So Romy Contreras, 2 goals. Great performance from her. And with that performance, Romy Contreras ties Faith Nadler with 7 goals on the season, most for the Crusaders. And this one is over. North Greenville taking it home 4-0. The next game for the Crusaders is a home game. It will be this Friday against Shaw University at 5 p.m. Be sure to tune in then. Until next time, I'm Ben Kramer. Thank you very much.
Looking beautiful. And don't forget to stick around for Game 2 of the NGU soccer team. Take on Erskine coming up next here from Pepsi Stadium.